That's cool. And in the meantime, I'm gonna clean this up. Maybe we should paint it yellow. Would that be hokey? I don't know. Can never go wrong with yellow when it comes to a cat. So. Where did we leave off? Just got to finish this, put some studs in it, and I tell you, I feel a lot better today. Not gonna lie, the other side kicked my butt, and look what a day. Don't mind me while I just step on everything. It snowed. And this is why I wanted to get some of these projects started and done. You know, why I switched over to Duke to get the frame painted and halted on this, because this is a great job for just in the shop. But Duke, I had to, you know, we had to take it out, and it was outsidey stuff, so. But yeah, so take my big batteries off the charger, put some little ones on, because we need those. Actually, I wonder if I can do two at once. Can I do two at once? Yep, we can do two at once. So that's good news. Is this battery charged? Ooh, that one's fully charged too. We are kicking butt. And actually it's not charging two at once, it's flashing. So let's put this one over here. There, so that one can charge. I'll take my two big batteries so we can go pull these studs in. Actually wearing boots today. And the other thing I did is I brought my hearing protectors, because I didn't have them last time, and let me tell you, not a good plan. It rang my bell. So, lesson learned. Bring hearing protectors. I need to get some more hearing protectors, actually. I got these ones, but I took them so the kids can use them when they're lawn mowing and tractoring and stuff. But, yeah. So that's good. Also brought a tripod. And, yeah, that's about it. I think I might tint some more paint. I don't know, because my paint is definitely darker. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, because my overcoat is a little bit, you can kind of tell it's darker. But, you know, because I tinted it the first time, and then the second coat, I'm like, I'll just paint it blue and I'll tint it later. Well, later never came, so. But interesting fun fact, the parts that I did actually look pretty good. Like, look at the half fender mounts. Like, if we look there, it's pretty damn close. Pretty dang dong diddly close. And look at that grab handle. Oh, I love it. I love the fact that it's symmetrical now. And you know, I talk about selling this truck, but I don't want to sell this truck. Why would I want to sell it? I still have lots of fun projects, and I want to get the engine just mwah. And then maybe go to shows. Because I haven't been to any shows this year, and it's kind of a stinker, not gonna lie. Just working all the time. So anyways, quit talking, Mike. Let's get at her. Well, that looks a lot better. Now, something I did on this one, guys, and I should have done it to the others, but I used a little flapper wheel and I just kind of cleaned up the holes that the studs go in. I didn't do that on the other one, which I really should have. I also didn't lubricate the studs before I pulled them in, and they actually went in easier. So I don't know if it's because I didn't use WD-40 or if it's most likely because I use the diagram. I didn't do a lot, but just a little bit to clean up the holes. And when you think about it, the studs have the little burrs on them to dig into the hub, and probably the new studs make their own burrs to dig in. So probably by knocking down the old ones a little bit, it makes it easier to pull it in. But you know what? This is what education is, and that's how you learn to do by doing. You know, it's the difference between a mechanic that's been doing it for 20 years versus you know, a new apprentice. So and this apprentice is getting better at it. So maybe changing studs isn't so bad. Did I really just say that? I think I did. Okay, one last wheel, and then we can move on to the next project. There's a couple. A little time lapse for you. That looks so much better. I like the blue, but at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna put those hubcaps on because I got them, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But first, I got to retorque those. You can see I got lots of thread left showing. So one day, when I can afford it, we'll put aluminum wheels all the way around, or we won't worry about it. So, you know, definitely be nicer for when you do changeovers and stuff. Okay guys, so I set the brake, battery died, you know, that's how it goes. But you've probably seen a brake get set before, so nothing new there. But the next thing I gotta do, I'm gonna pop these deck plates off, and I wanna change that front input seal on the diff, because I got a new one. I got a new nut and thrust washer and a new seal right there. So I'm moderately confident, and the reason why I'm only moderately confident is because quite often things don't go the way you'd like them to. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, we'll take these deck plates off. Set that there. It's a big ones. Ooh. Okay. And the other thing I can do is I can tie up these lines while I do it. Or by I do it. While these are off, I can tie up these lines. So this is the seal that's leaking. You can see it's making a mess still. The nice thing is, to pull this off, we've got two caps, so there's a good chance it might not be terrible. Of course, there's a good chance that it could be terrible too, but, and then I'm gonna tie up all these. Maybe I'll tie up these first, because, you know, it's easy, and I kind of like easy. So okay, now these truck has these plastic tie strap guides, which are really quite handy, so it can you know, tell me where to tie, and everything looks to be in very nice shape. I'm just going to scooch that up there. And of course, we like to have them, you know, as neat and tidy as we can. That's good. I could put one there, but I don't want to stress it. Maybe I'll put one right behind it, right there. Yeah, this'll be good. You guys can't even see me up there. That's maybe not a bad thing. There we go. We got another plastic hose hanger here. I think it's really cool that they taped off my brass fittings I quite like that place, you know that? The guys that did it. I wonder if I can move this up. Yeah. Of course, I can move it up after I already put a tie strap on it, you dippy. You dippy Mickey. Can I get it in? I'd really like to have, okay. Now I'm gonna cut this tie strap that I just put on right close to the clicker, because then I can still use it in a spot that's tighter, but this, there we go. I want to get this plastic hose wrap there to protect it from the tie strap. There we go. Like that. We'll put one in here. Nice little bundle. Because if you keep them tight, then they can't vibrate against each other, right? I really want to make this truck so I could tow a trailer, like step deck, and haul all me trucks to shows. Maybe not all of them, but it'd be kind of fun to take some of them, right? Or step deck to go pick up other trucks or haul trucks, or, you know, bring 359s home. Not that we'd ever do something like that. You guys? Of course we would. This really doesn't take very long. And part of why I undid them all was just to make sure we could get paint in behind the airlines. Because quite often people don't do that. And then the airlines are painted, but the frame in behind is not. You know, actually I should put something behind those. If I have any like hose wrap, something like that, and this should come out and go up here maybe. That's kind of what I'm thinking. This can, I'll just tie all these together. But because there's a bunch of small airlines in that, I think I'd like to put a chunk of old hose in there. And once again, I cut another tie strap. Or put one. Well, lesson learned. Okay, so I got a piece of water hose. I think it's actually kind of new. But I don't remember where I got it or how old it is. So since I don't know how old it is, we're gonna use it for this. I think it might have been in one of the trucks as a spare. So there's a good chance it's a few years old. It's probably still good, but you know what? It's gonna be good for what we're using it for too. So. Don't cut your frame, Michael, or your fingers off for that matter. There. Now, run this in behind. Like that. Protect everything. I like it. And it's even color matched. It's like blue. It's crazy that I got blue trucks when I really don't like blue, but then again, I guess it's just kind of how it works. It could be a little bit tighter, you know that? There. Whew. Got this one. Put it around over here. This is how we like it. There. That's good. Those aren't touching on anything. That's good and sturdy. I'm going to tie this to these ones along with this light cord. So this is where I'll use my shorty bits that I accidentally cut too short. I'm going to stick that in there so it makes a nice bloop. Like that. Should have put that one in there. Oh, Michael. I might use small ones and put it up more so it's not stressed. I don't actually know what this airline's for. It might be for the positive air or a PTO or something. The PTO that it doesn't have anymore because it's coming out of the fresh tank, it's a small hose. It's got a pressure regulator on it. So it can regulate the pressure. You don't want to have too much pressure now. Come on, people now. Smile at your brother, to your mother, do. I know. I know what you're thinking. Mike, damn, you're a good singer. No, just a novice, actually. Should I put it up there? Yeah, that's where we're going to put it. It's not, well, I'm going to use little ones. I don't want it to be stressed. Don't be stressed, little wire. Yeah, I like that. This keeps everything nice and tight and clean. I like it when it's clean, man. My electrical cord just kind of loops back there like that, which should be fine. I got some extra if I need to do some maintenance. Those wires over there look okay. So, two small ones. I'll just tie this one up like there. I probably don't even need another one there. I do need another big one here though. Right back in here. Keep it all under control. There, like that. Good enough. Okay, so I got my 12 point. It's not an impact socket, but it's a 12 point. Still gonna keep my face out of the way though. Here's a lot of, oh dear, I sure hope this comes out okay. One thing I really like about these strap kits is I don't actually have to pull the U-joint out, but The next question is, how hard is it going to be to pull the U-joint out? I'm thinking we're going to get in there with a big bar. I'll maybe put a strap on the frame in case it does come crashing out. Then I can catch it. Catch it. Oh, well, I got the cap off. I got a strap under it. So let's try popping it with the big bar. The big bar. The big one. Question is, am I feeling lucky? Oh yeah. I think it's my turn to be lucky. Ha! Look at that! Oh yeah, guys. That is heaven. Heaven isn't too far away. Pop the U-joint right away. I'm so freaking happy that that worked as planned. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and it just rolls out of the way because of how I did that. Oh, I'm telling you guys, today is a good day. So, I'm gonna try cleaning those threads up with me die grinder. With me die grinder, he says. See if we have any luck. So for any of you guys, let's say Mike should be wearing eye protection. I'm wearing glasses. I'm always wearing eye protection. I know, it's pretty handy. Okay, back to work. Keep her where she needs to go. Figured I might as well clean these up right out of the get-go. You know what I didn't do though? I didn't mark where the U-joint was. I think because it rolled, so I think it was like that. I should mark that. And then it rolled like that. So that's the bottom. Yeah. It's fine. I got it all up here. No, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. I'm marking it now. I'm gonna rotate this back to where she was and go give us a bit of a reference. Okay, so good thing I remembered that. Thanks to all of you that saw it and went, Mike, stop. Okay. Oh, I just realized something. I need a socket that fits that. I wonder if Dad has it. Well, I know Dad has a socket. Dang it, let's go right to his toolbox. Hopefully it's here. You know, sometimes things are just going too good. I don't have a socket for this, so not sure what I'm gonna do. This might have to wait for today. I know, I don't want to wait either, but I could try using a hammer and a punch, but I can't tighten it up that way. So I'm gonna go find me a socket, and I think that's gonna be it for today's video. What else do I have to do back here? I need fifth wheel parts. It's dusty in here. We opened the door actually once to circulate the air because Dad was grinding some stuff too, but yeah. I'd like to put the fifth wheel head on, but I can't really do that either. You know, I should almost put some half fenders on it because I don't know. I got a set of these that would go like, ooh, that's tall. I think you turn them down so they're kind of like that, wherever they go. But I don't know. I could put, we could put the half fenders on right now, but while I'm doing this, they would just get in the way. So, something I would like to do, that I could do, is change some radiator hoses. I'll go take a look at that and see how big of a job that might be, and if I have clean buckets to catch my antifreeze. So something that I did on this truck that I'm not terribly proud of, well, it doesn't really have to do with being proud of, but I overfilled it with oil a bit. Now, I've kind of left it because I thought, well, it's not the end of the world if it's a little over full. The only problem is when I'm dealing with this thing smoking on occasion and stuff, it makes me wonder if, like, how would you tell if fuel's getting in it? So if you look, there's my level. So, and I certainly don't smell any fuel in it. But I was thinking I should just drain a little bit of oil out so that it's right on the full mark. So then I know if it goes up again, we know that we're leaking fuel into the base. But I know I overfilled it a bit. And I thought, it's fine. It'll probably use some. Well, it hasn't used any and it stays on the full mark. So, which is the over full mark. So if we get down here, now the nice thing, you guys can see that, I used one of these quick drain plugs, and it's nice because I think I can controlledly drain about 1 liter of oil. So we're gonna give that a go. Because I think I just screw this on. Yeah. I don't know how much to drain. Could always add some back in. I should probably be using a clean pan. But by the same token, if oil comes out, I don't want to put questionable oil back in. Period. Let's call that good. There we go. I'll just let that drip. Now we'll go check the oil. I was just thinking, what do you want to bet that I took too much out? Because that's usually the way it goes, right? First you overfill it, then you underfill it. Well, that's better. Oh, wait a minute. Did it just run back up again? Why is checking oil so hard? Yeah, there's still lots of oil in there. Okay, this is going to take a bit. Of course, it's probably better than a gallon, which is like 4 liters, so. Okay, so I just took a little bit more out, and it's just to the U on full. Or if you can see that. So, I'm gonna call that good. Still a little over full, but at least that way I can tell if it gets fuller or not. And you know, I don't think it's good for them to be over full because it could create, I don't know, I just don't think it's good. I think you could get splash or bubbles or, I don't know, you know. So, that is one project that I'm glad to have done because now I can keep a better eye on it. We know that it's at the start of the U on full, so if it gets more, I know that I got a fuel leak into the base, but I don't think I do. I know I overfilled it, and I was like, it's fine, a little more oil is good, but when it sits, it's really overfull. So we're gonna let her bucket that and see how she rolls. So one thing I gotta do, guys, is I got a water leak right here where these two hoses join, and this one's kind of sketchy. And there's like a S hose up there from factory, and I just so happen to have bought two replacements that go on top of each other. They're like staggered. So yeah, I got them. So now I'm gonna put these on because, well, we don't want to have a water line explode, and we got the truck running. So now it's just a matter of getting it tiddlied up and dropping all our tools on the floor. Okay, oh yeah, it happens. What else do I need? Oh, and this line, where's the other one go? It goes long, and then right there. Now, is there a tap there? Doesn't look like it. But I'm gonna see if I want to put a new hose line on there too, because I actually like to put a new one on here, but that's gonna be, maybe I could take it off and then take it to work. Well, the problem with that one is that's a drain all your coolant line. I should have put a new one on in the beginning. And how does that one go in there anyways? That's a super long sucker. That goes right to the bottom. Ugh. Yeah, that's one that should be changed, but I'll have to measure that hose. And this one, I actually bought a new fitting for it, but it does a loop. But that's okay. It's this one right here that I want to deal with, because that's a heater hose. So, and then that way they've all been changed except for that one up there. So, I already drained, I didn't drain anything actually. I turned the tap off. There's a tap there for your heater, which is handy Jim dandy. So in theory, if I can pull this hose off, then we can catch it in a bucket and save it, because it's good. Sucker out of here. So does that look the same? Similar, but notice they put little short extensions on, which I don't know why. I guess maybe because it made it easier? Obviously it made it easier. So if I go like that, I should be able to go and see if I can find a chunk of hose about that long. So, and let's try pulling the other line off. There we go. Oh. What you doing? Well, I'm changing some heater lines. But I think I'm gonna have to get more buckets. Or I'll clean up one of those half fuel tank things. Because I got a water leak on one of these lines, and then I figured because I have some new thingies, I should just fix it the right way. These pliers are not the greatest. And of course, I got some stuff at the Hutter house. I know the feeling well, believe me. Right? Okay. Maybe I'll grab vice grips.
I hate it when I say, oh, I've got one of them. Oh, right, it's the other place.
I got one of them. It's just not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd take a listen to what you guys tell me, and you know, wearing Croc loafers, probably not the best work boot. Especially if you drop something on your toes.
Well, like when I was cutting firewood, I dropped, that was last spring, I dropped a block of wood on my toe and ended up losing my toenail.
Oh. That's probably why this one's leaking, because it's broken.
Oh?
It's broken? Well, that's all right. Okay, so it's an actual copper union, man. Assuming it's OEM. There. File that in the garbage. There. Ah. I just have to clean that one up. And then there's one here too. I don't know why they put extensions on these, but
Well, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
but a lot of things don't make any sense. You never know. Suppose clamp I can use. There we go. Oh. I just marked my wheel. This is actually a bigger hose.
Yep, that's what that is an adaptator.
But I don't. We must investigate. So that definitely matches the size coming out of the heater. And what's this one? Yeah, I guess it has to. That's weird.
Well, it's probably a made-up hose for, which one is?
Well, I ordered this one from Peterbilt. So this is a Peterbilt hose.
So that's a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So I'm gonna cut another shorty piece like this. Still not entirely sure why they did this, but they did. So we'll deal with it, man. And the longer piece, which is this section that I need, needs to come off the 3/4 line. So we're gonna do it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an extra inch. I'm gonna have to go get some more 3/4, but maybe I'll just do that at work tomorrow. I know, don't saw towards your hand. But I did. But I did. But I did. But I did. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean these up with my wire wheel, and then we'll put it back in. I'll pre-fit it. One of those. And I just need to, oh, then I can put this one down here. Where's the halfway point? I'm gonna say right there. And then put this one, well actually I had the spring clip. I'm gonna see if I have some smaller ones because I don't, this is right at the, and this one will go here. Because this joint is right, oh, it tastes terrible. This is right, right at the bottom of the washer tank. But I like that. Okay, let's go find a clamp or two. This one I think was a, or no, maybe I left, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look again. So I'm gonna use these hose clamps. I got them at work, and the thing that I like about them is, I don't know if you can see it, but they've got like a little collar that goes around. So when you tighten them, it gives more surface area, where like this one, you know, you tighten it and it doesn't have the piece that goes around there like this one. Like if we look. So I'm gonna use these, and I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and I'll get some more. And in the meantime, I will use them on, well, use the ones that I have for this hose. So I'll use that one on a bigger one, and this one. So that's those ones. So now I need 3 more, which of course I have 2. I'll just loosen these up a little bit and stick them in the joint. Let's go put it on. Okay, so how is this gonna go? Check this out. It's like, even when I cut it, I don't know, can you hear that? There we go. Safe to say that's a good hose to replace. That's a good hose clamp right there. You know, I'm tempted to reuse these, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on these guys? I mean, they come from the factory new with those, but I don't know. They probably get weak after a while. But the other nice thing is it's constant tension, where technically a hose clamp, you can do it up tight and then it could come loose. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So this hose is definitely due for replacement. Excuse me. That one came out easy. This one's not as corroded-y. Is that a word? Corroded-y? Corroded-y. And this is a long one, and it goes to right there and uses another spring clamp. So, I wonder if that means there's no more water in the engine there. Well, let's get a tie cutter. I'm gonna cut these ties, and then we'll drain some water, because I decided we're changing that bad boy too, because it's hard, like a rock. No, not a Chevy truck, but like a rock. So, this one's going to the top one. Don't lose your hose clamp, Mike. And if I stick this one down on the... That actually looks really good there. Like that. If I just have to tighten up this one. So if I put that right there. Grab the right one. That's perfect. Like that. This one, I think I want to run this one in a little more because it's touching here. So if I run it in, then that should be, I think that'll be better. Just like that. Yeah, that's the way. I like it. Got a nice little gap there. Could probably even tie strap these together. Let's just get it a little bit better. So now these ones are all tight. I just have the joins down here to do, but I'm short a hose clamp, so I'll wait on that. This next one is in a tricky spot. It's kind of right behind, right down in there. So it's going to be a bit more challenging to get pliers in there, but we can do it. Can we do it? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And then this, is there actually a tap on that? I honestly can't tell. Not the greatest spot. And I poked myself, I don't know if you can see it, I poked myself in the, oh you can too, right there. Poked myself in the forehead on one of those. Guys should almost put little rubber nubbies on them. Didn't draw blood, but people would be like, what? Why you got a pokey thing on your head, Mike? Okay. Okay. I think I should put a clamp on that too. Like a real hose clamp. And this one, it's pretty hard. I should change that one too, because this is a line that, that we're changing. So. You know what? These vice grips I have actually work pretty good for this. Oops. Check this out. Like butter. Well, actually the drain is below this, so in theory, when I pull this off, there should be minimal watration. Watration. What the heck word is that, Mike? Not entirely sure. Now, I don't think I'm going to put these back on. I should ask at work and see what their opinion is. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I think that definitely needs to come off. So it's kind of interesting how that works, you know that? This one's a rubber hose, so I think that one's okay, but this is like, it's like a rock. I need a deep socket though. Alrighty. You know what the beauty, oh, dang it. I was gonna say, guys, you know what the beauty of a heated floor is? It's kind of cozy when the heat's running. Yeah. Should be good. Oh, losing my light. We're losing the light. Need to turn up the torque. You know, I don't think gonna say, I don't think I undid this hose clamp when I took this apart originally. So that's pretty tight. This one came off. Okay, well, let's just tighten that up now. I know it's gonna splurge on me. Is this gonna come off? Does he think? I don't really think so, to tell you the truth. I think it's gonna be a... Let's cut it. I'm not gonna fart around. There we go. Now I need a screwdriver. There we go. Ooh. Hello. There. Ha. I'll show you. Well, that's actually showing me, to tell you the truth, but hey, it sounds good. Get a truck. It'll be fun. Ah, it is fun. There. Okay, I got it off. So this is interesting. Decided to change this one as well. I didn't think it was that bad, but at the end of the day, it's still old. and I'm glad I did. But when I went to pull it off, this hose clamp broke. So I'm really glad I did, because you know what? That would break and ruin someone's day. And it would probably be my day. I don't want my day to be ruined by a broken hose clamp. So I think we'll probably put new hose clamps on and get all new hoses. Because at this stage of the game, it's easy. Just like that. It's still got a little spring in it, but it's stiff. And this is that bottom one. And yeah, she's done. So I'm just gonna go take a look, see if there's anything else we should take off. And well, you know how this works. This hose is old. It's not as hard. This is a silicone hose, but I don't like how this sits. And I don't know that I don't know if I put this hose on or not, but it should be lower, because I don't like how that sits. So we're gonna fix it. And by fix it, I mean take it apart. it doesn't sit right. Like this should be able to sit lower. I'll get an extension and be right back, because this is ready to, this will come off. He says.
I have all the faith in the world.
Okay, I'll get a screwdriver too. There we go. Oh yeah. There. So, if I pull this hose back, there's a little bit of corrosion there, but it's not bad. It's fine. But pull this hose back and leave this a little bit like short, so it's just like an inch, then this is going to be more level, which means it'll look better, and I want it to look better. So yeah, that's there. Ooh. That's just red coolant. Hello down there. But yeah, so that like that, and then this. Actual fact, you know, this hose could be a bunch longer, because that's how I want it to sit. Interesting. Well, that's cool. And in the meantime, I'm gonna clean this up. Maybe we should paint it yellow. Would that be hokey? I don't know. Can never go wrong with yellow when it comes to a cat. So, you know, guys, I got looking. There's 2 more hoses. These little guys here. So I'm gonna change those as well, because you know what? If we're gonna do them all, let's do them all. Now, there is one hose right at the bottom of the radiator that I wasn't gonna change, because I inspected the hose, it looks good, and the top clamp is a real bugger to get at. So hopefully that's not a mistake, but the hose looks good. So, but these ones are hard like everything else. So it's like, you know what? Let's just change it up, and we'll put some silicone hoses on there. Make them all purty. Purty, I say. Now these ones probably don't really need to be silicone hoses, but you know what? If you're gonna do it, let's do it. Which of course makes me think I should change that one down below, but it doesn't. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't haunt me. I'll be fine. Oh yeah, see, this one's cracked on the bottom, but there's a lot of heat right there too. Since it's the engine. It's actually the top of the thermostat housing. Okay. Oh, yep, I can. And we'll snip this one. I think I'll make these hoses just a little bit longer next time. Okay guys, so in my trickle trunk, AKA my shelf, I did find some brand new 3-inch. So this big one on the bottom, I think it's just a little bit shorter, like, I don't know, by 3/4 of an inch or so. So I'm gonna try it. I think this should work. So this one is done. We'll set this one right here. So there we go. That one, it's a little short, but I think it'll work. And in the meantime, we will take these tomorrow and I'll get a new elbow, 2 of these off the upper rad hose. Damn, that looks good. You know what looks good? That does. Yep. So yeah, pretty happy to the way this is coming together. Would have been happier if I had a socket that fit this, you know, 2.5-inch-ish nut. But you know what? Now I got a reason to go buy a socket, right? Gonna get some more hoses for this bad boy, and we're getting close. Oh, I also got to get the right cylinder for here and some springs and doohickeys. So maybe I'll do some research tonight and see if I can find it. Got my airline all ready to go, so it can go in here and go. But in all reality, there's not a huge rush, because I don't You know, being that it snowed and it's going to get salty in that, I don't really want to drive it in salt. Is that, you know, I know. So, although I am going to have to try it out, make sure the diff doesn't leak, you know, I want to retorque all these wheels a few times to make sure that the studs are all seated, because that's important. And polish the tanks and polish the grill surround. And I'd like to talk to Dad about seeing if I can squeeze Kenny in here. You know, I could probably squeeze Kenny right in the front here, but this is kind of a good working area. And I mean, it's a little full right now. But Duke will have to go outside, I'm going to say. And Dad is probably going to start on this mag drilling soon. Yeah, I'll see if I can give him a hand with that, or see if one of my kids can come over. I mean, what's worse could happen? Gets mad at them and they run away and never come back. But no, anyways, it's not a big project. You know what? Dad's truck is going to be ready when Dad's truck's ready, and it's not a big rush. My big rush is I want to get back on Smokey, and I want to have Duke to where if I got to go get a trailer, I can go get a trailer. And it's pretty much done. I would, you know, I've been thinking about the full fender thing, and I would like full fenders, especially if you're going to be bobtailing around. You know, half fenders help because then you got coverage up to here, so all the spray coming off kind of stops it there. But the problem is you still have spray coming off here and it goes. So, yeah. And the problem is with winter here, if you drive in the winter bobtailing, you're going to make a mess. Well, that and it's a little sketchy, you know. Bobtailing when it's icy out is not great. You know, probably if, I don't know, I was thinking like if a guy drove this to work every day in the winter, you know, probably a single axle would be better if you're going to do that. Just weight-wise, I don't know. Never done it before. I know today I should have a dash cam because it was slippery on the back roads, and you know, it's whatever, it's wet snow and it packs, and we're going through the, well, I was by myself going through the S-turn, and I was over a little bit because I met a car, and then I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of, guys got to be careful. And then all of a sudden it's like, it's not turning. And then it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to go in the ditch? And I was in 4-wheel drive already, so you crank the wheel and you punch the throttle, and then the front end pulls you around. So that's, the front end pulled me around, and I, not gonna lie, for a second there, I was like, ooh, pucker factor level 10. So, well, maybe not a 10, but a good 8.5. So, of pucker factor. So, anyways, guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe down below. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Smokey.